Yo, what is up, everybody? It's Shotty Mills. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And in today's YouTube video, I wanted to discuss about a movement that we are starting here. So I'm calling artists, musicians that want to be part of something greater, something greater. I want to some part of this music movement that we're trying to establish to help our other artists grow, so that we can help foster each other's growth. So my podcast, Shooting for the Stars with Shotty Mills, is niche based on like what I'm trying to portray to my audience is to encourage other musicians to really get themselves out there, trying to establish themselves as brands. And I want to like mesh other artists together, mesh other musicians to come together to create this music movement that we're trying to establish here. And we're trying to create a music movement to establish more groundwork to build a strong framework for the music movement. So, podcast Shooting for the Stars with Shotty Mills. I'm a music artist, as you know. I am upcoming music artist, and I started this podcast, Shooting for the Stars with Shotty Mills, back in July 2020. I started it. So we're coming into the second year of the starting of this podcast, and now I'm wanting to get more guests on the podcast coming into 2022 here. Everybody on my YouTube channel, other musicians, music artists that are wanting to be on the show, you could message Shotty Mills me on my Instagram, Facebook, get at me on my Twitter, LinkedIn, and yeah, just get in touch. We'll try to schedule some time, and we'll try to make something work. Whatever we want to talk about music wise, we could talk. We could talk about certain discussions in music, whether that you wanted to discuss about something in particular with what's going on between certain artists, anything behind the scenes that is happening, any upcoming music that you do have coming out, any merch releases that you do have coming out as well. We could discuss about that as well, and what your aim of music is, because ultimately we are trying to figure out how the music that we're delivering can provide value to everyone that the music comes in contact with. And when that music comes in contact with the right audience, then you're gonna be in for the run for it. You're gonna be running for the gates, and that's what you want. You want to build yourself, build your music, build a music career. And that's what I want to do. I want to strive to help these other artists, musicians, producers, upcoming in the industry, and trying to establish the network and just try to network with more people within the industry. And I just wanted to give other people in the form of value, in this form of service, this particular service, to have them on podcast and yeah, really grow the brand, really grow and develop the brand. So yeah, this YouTube video is brought to you by Exposure Music Marketing. Exposure Music Marketing is a service for other artists as well, where we offer free services. Where we offer in the package, we do have the podcast feature. We have a blog feature as well that can be done. I do run my blog as well online. You want any blogs done as well, I can help you out with that. And yeah, help with some marketing to get some free exposure on Exposure Music Marketing, because we're trying to help artists get a little bit more exposure in the industry. Like whether you want to promote a show or anything, can get at us for that service. We are trying to build the brand around Exposure Music Marketing as well, expand the Shotty Mills brand as well around the podcast, and really grow. Trying to mesh it all together, gel it all together to really create something greater. And that's what we're trying to do. Like trying to collaborate to create more opportunities, to bridge more ways. Do opportunities are going to lead to greater horizons in the future, because they say that the best time to plant a seed is 20 years ago opposed to now, because when you plant the seed, you're going to create something. It's going to sprout. And similar to what I'm trying to present on Buzzsprout, I'm creating a movement to really connect with the audience, because that's what we want to do. We want to connect with our audience as musicians, as music artists, producers. We are trying to like deliver ourselves, because technically we're like technicians, we're like musicians, we're like authors, we're like people's therapists, all that. We want to like have an influence on people. We want to create something within the sphere of influence that'll influence people, move people. And that's what I want to do. I want to encourage people to create this music movement, create a waveform of energy that's going to create people to greatness pathway. And that's what this podcast is about, teaching people how to establish themselves, really shoot for the stars and reach beyond their potential, try to realize who they truly are so then they can establish themselves and move forward where they want to go, move in that general direction. And when they move in that direction, nothing's gonna stop them, nothing. And yeah, like this particular, so like we're trying to create something. When you're trying to create something, you want to create something that'll help people in the form of service. And that's what this podcast, Shooting for the Stars with Shotty Mills, for those that are looking to watch or like check out the show. I did post quite a bit of episodes over the past 2 years. You can check that out. It's been grown quite a bit. It's grown to over 41 countries and like multiple cities worldwide. And yeah, we're going to continue that. We're going to have more podcast hosts on the show, more guest speakers talking about music movement and where music is going, how it's evolving, all that. Get a little bit more insight, talk with more people to gain more knowledge, and really learn how to interact more with people. Because that's what we're trying to do, trying to connect with others on a much deeper level. And yeah, I hope that this movement and this opportunity for other artists, musicians, will really stand out and be prominent for other artists out there looking to bridge their way to new opportunities within music. And I want to give this free service in the form of service for others in the music industry. And yeah, make the mark known. And yeah, for those artists that want to know more, I will be posting links to my social medias below. You can check those out below. I appreciate everybody for tuning in to this YouTube video today. Thank you, buddy, for listening. Stay tuned for more updates. And if you want to be on the podcast and feature on it, you can message me through any of my social medias or comment below, and we'll see what we can do. Try to schedule something. So yeah, don't forget to click the subscribe button below and stay tuned for more YouTube videos each week. But my one and only Shotty Mills. And peace. Toodles, everybody. I'll see you guys next time.